Welcome to the session one of Plus 500 webinar series, Trade with Confidence. Before we start, if you are okay, we can give me a thumbnail, just we can start. Let's see if everyone is okay. So I'll give myself 30 seconds because you should always know who you are giving you information about money, especially. My name is Mohammed Alamer. I have more than 17 years in the UAE banking sector. I was in the wealth management, financial markets. I have 2 master's degrees and I am also doing a PhD. I am registered with the SCA, the Securities and Commodities Authority in the UAE as a financial influencer. My registration is number 4. You will see the word CMA a lot, okay? It's the same SCA, but now they have renamed it to from SCA to CMA recently. And the website is still SCA. This is the website where you can verify information about who is saying they are registered, either a broker or somebody is claiming having a license. So if you want to look me up on the SCA, you can check it yourself. And one thing you should hear from me directly, I am also a Plus 500 brand ambassador. I am being paid by Plus 500, and everything tonight is education, not a recommendation, no advice. And I want to ask also a quick questions while we are here, and you can type in the chat if you have like the answer. I get this question a lot. How many years do you think it takes to become a consistently profitable trader? I will not answer now, I will answer at the end, but I just want to know your mind. I will come back to this answer at the end. Now I have one important slide of the whole evening. Before anything else, the risk warning. I will read this slowly on purpose because I want you to hear it from me and not to find it later in a small print. Trading CFDs carries a high level of risk. Most retail accounts lose money. Everything in this session is educational. It's not an investment advice, and there is no promise of returns. And also leverage magnifies losses as well as gains, and only ever trade the money you can afford to lose entirely, and money that will not change your life. If you hear me, please write yes. So I understand that this session today is educational. There is no investment advice. If somebody asks me about an instrument, so if they choose how to deal with it, it's their own responsibility. So I will visit the agenda tonight, okay? We have the basics, what we are actually trading as a CFD in general. And then we go a live tour in the actual platform, how to protect your capital and your first stop loss, and why Plus 500. And I will answer your questions at the end. So one rule tonight, any question, please type in the chat or in the Q&A section. I will bank everyone for the Q&A block, the end. If I feel something can be answered immediately, I will answer. And let's go. So the first section today will be, I have a question. I want to know who I am with tonight. I have the names, but I would like to know more so I can direct my session in how on which type of traders I have. So I will ask you the first question. I will launch a poll. You'll find it now. So for how long you've been trading? And be honest, there is nothing, there is no wrong answer here. Just I will know from the results what I should do. I will show you a lot about markets, about gold, oil, and S&P 500, what they did in the last year. Okay. Okay. Over half, yeah, over half, they have traded not started yet or under a month, which is perfect. That decide how I reach tonight. So every step stays concrete. So we address beginners first, okay? And I will address also if some questions will come. So I want to talk about these numbers today. I have done the market. I updated the slide just 1 hour ago at 6 p.m. So these numbers are live. Now even gold has rebounded a little bit. I want to, you can check, by the way, the numbers yourself. Like gold is around now 4,016. Okay, on the time of the slide, it was $4,035 an ounce. It's up around 20% in a year and down around 2% today alone. So today, I have analyzed the market in the morning. I will tell you about it later, and I will explain to you how to approach the market. So there is a part actually nobody talk about in analysis. If you trade gold or if you hear about gold in January, gold has touched a record near 5,500 and then bounced around 24% down from that peak. Crude or the oil during the Hormuz crisis, it spiked to around $114, the max. Tonight sits around 79. So the entire premium during the conflict is gone. If you also like watch the US market, and you should if you want to trade, because everything is linked to the US market. So the S&P 500 is near high record at 7,550. After a sharp dip in February, that is fully recovered. Now I want to tell you something, maybe just to keep in your mind. Okay, tomorrow, Tuesday, at exactly 4:30 p.m. UAE time, US inflation data will be announced. So later in the sessions, we will talk more about the economic calendar. But just for today, I want to tell you that the numbers you see today and what we will do later in the demos, I want to just to keep in your mind that these markets I have just talked about, the gold, the oil, and the S&P 500, tomorrow, they will be shaped by a big number. So I want you to monitor tomorrow after 4:30 what's going on with these three markets as a practice. And, like traders should not panic. They should be always prepared for all the scenarios. So before we, I want to ask a question like, do you know in plus 500 in general, what do we trade? I want to answer this question because for somebody who never traded before, this is very important to know. So these questions decide what I will do in the next 10 minutes. When you buy gold on plus 500, do you own any actual gold? If you, in the chat, just tell me yes or no. Because I want to differentiate between the two things usually are mixed up in trading. And I get these questions a lot. And even some people, they are really profitable and they trade, but they don't have this slide cleared. Because we have two different words, okay? And we want to know what we are actually trading. So investing in general is like build and hold. You buy and keep for long horizon, and you don't make a decision every day about it. Usually it has clearance, has like different brokerage, and it will grow slowly. On the other side, trading is capturing the move. It's short to medium horizon, more frequent decision. Maybe you have to do it daily, or maybe more decision during the day. And also carries more daily risk and requires more attention. I'm not saying which one is better because each one is different and has different job. So usually an investor, it's like planting a tree, while a trader is like sailing a boat. So tonight we will talk about how to sail safely. So from the answers, I have very good answers. So we know what we are trading. That's very good. It will take us to the next slide. So the majority said no, which is good. I want to thank Mohammed, Kamal, Fahad, Sabinova, and Abdul Wahab. Thank you for answering. You are right. What we trade in the plus 500 platform is CFD, contract for difference. You never own the gold or the oil or any other currency. You hold a contract with plus 500 or the broker that settles on the price difference between when you open and when you close. So it's sound technicality, but it's not. And it's also a superpower and also a warning at the same time. Because you only trade the difference, you can buy rising market and also you can sell a declining market. That's something you cannot do in investing. Investing, you can only buy and hope for the price to go up. You sit silent or maybe worried when the market goes down for your asset. Here, no, you don't have very big relation with the asset. You just take the price. So you are riding the wave, you are sailing, different waves, different gains, and also a lot of opportunities. So the short trade usually lose when the price rise. Short means sell. Long means buy. So in long, when you buy and the price goes up, you make money. In short, when the price fall, you make money. And if it's going against your direction, here where you lose money. So we have opportunities in both directions and also give us more responsibility in both directions. And most beginners, they don't know all the what I have said. So I know traders, they only go in one direction, thinking that this is the only way to make money in CFD, which is not. And I want to know what we can trade in this way. Almost everything. So you have one account, unlike investing. When you want to trade the several instrument in investing, you need to have different brokerage. If you trade commodities, you have a brokerage account. If you want to trade like indices or mutual funds or ETFs, you need to have different account. If you want to trade shares, you need to have different platform, different brokerage, and different timing, different settlement dates. In CFD, you can almost trade everything. So we can trade gold, commodities, classic Forex. And by the way, the Forex is the largest market in the world, and it's open 24 hours. While like when you want to trade, when you want to invest, there is always a market window you can only trade in. Also, you can trade local shares like Emirates NBD, DIWA. Most of the listed shares in the UAE, you can also trade CFDs against them. It's very powerful place to trade CFD because you can almost trade everything. Also, it's dangerous for the same reason, and it is leverage. I don't want to make it complicated. Okay, we want to do a little math here, live in the chat if you like. I will monitor the chat once again. So you put 100 dirhams as your capital, and your leverage is 1 to 30. So if you put 1 dirham, you get 30 dirhams to trade with. So type in the size of the position you actually control. Okay. Okay. 3,100 of your money. Okay. Commands a position of 3,000. Thank you. Who was answering? Now, if you want to understand it more, your profit and your loss are calculated on your full 3,000. You have only 100, but you have 3,000 power to trade in. So when you lose or you win, it's calculated on the 3,000, not only on your 100. So leverage is like a magnifying glass. It goes both direction. If you lose more, and if you win, you win more than your original capital. It's not a gift, it's a responsibility. And let me show you exactly what that mean in real example. Okay, you buy a share at 100, 10 units. On the win side, okay, let's say the price go to 105. That is like 5 per unit. And we want to time that by 10. And we add the 50. So we have the 50. And for all CFD trades, there is always a spread. So we minus the spread. This is just an example. It's not real example. Just want to show you how leverage works. So you get 48 in profit. If we have the other scenario and the market is declining three units. So here 3 by 10, because you have unit of 10, like we have 30 minus, and also we lose on the spread. So we lost 32. So price falls to 97, make us lose 32. I want to just to think about it. The loss here, even like we have 3% down on the price, the loss is around 30%. So speaking of the spread, and I want to also explain to you, as any other business, you need to know actually what you are paying, how the brokers make money, and when you place a trade, what is your actual cost? Because it's advertised a lot that it's commission free, or I just want to clear that for you in plain words. So before I start, uh, do you think like commission free when it's advertised, is it costing you nothing? I just want to know in the chat, because usually it's advertised commission free everywhere. Do you think commission free means zero cost? Will cost. Thank you, Abibi. So I want to highlight two numbers that very important and that every trader should know about. The first is the spread. Okay. Spread is the gap between the buy and sell, and we will see it later. When you want to buy, there is a price to buy. When you want to sell, there is a price to sell, like any other commodity. If you go to the gold market, and if you want to buy gold, you will pay some price. If you want to sell the same gold, it will be not the same price. The same is in CFD trading, okay? And the difference is the spread, and it is the income of the broker. The part two I want to talk about is the overnight fees. So the position that is held out of the daily cutoff, you pay an overnight funding charges. And this cost is shown in each instrument details, because each instrument has different cost. I will talk about also when we have a demo, where to see that. So that's the main two, okay? The cost three is the currency conversion. You trade here in the UAE, you fund your account in dirhams, okay? But the actual trade happens in maybe another currency, maybe dollar. So when you make the profit, and you put it in your account or you transfer it, that is converted back to dirham. So there is a currency conversion. And the last one I want to talk about, and I will highlight more in the demo, usually when you have a stop loss, you guarantee that you have a certain level that you cannot lose beyond. But in reality, when the market is very fast, maybe you cannot get your price, what you are setting on the stop loss or the take profit. So plus 500 give another guarantee to get your price exactly on the same level, even in fast market, and that will cost you a little bit more on the spread. So enough theories. I think we talk a lot about the theory. I want to show you something real. So in this part, we will...
Sorry, don't understand.
In this part, we will take you to the real account, and I will launch the live demo. I will talk about 3 areas, and I will show you all. Just let me prepare myself. 1 second. So this is the platform. And when you log in, Plus 500 is a platform that this is the web on Chrome. You can use Plus 500 on all the platforms. You can use it on your computer, on your iPad, on your phone, on the browser, and it will give you the same exact experience. So what you see here is not different from other platform. So when we log in, we see something like that. Okay, if you want to do, for example, anything, I will search for the gold. You just write gold, and it will happen first one. Anything that you want to see more often, okay, here there is something like called my watch list. I will talk about later in session 2. It's very important to get organized in trading and to get the things very fast when you need them without navigating in a lot of places. So I have gold here, okay, and I want to add gold. Let me see. So we talked about gold in the previous slide, and I told you like today 2% lost from the price. This is the 5-minute chart. I will go for 1 hour. We don't need to know a lot about these time frames at the moment. But see, in the last 2 hours, when I analyze the gold, okay, the price fall around like 2% from 67 to almost 4,000. The lowest was 4,000. So I want to show you, like, this is the first on how the platform looks like. Maybe majority of you, they know how they trade it on another platform. When we click buy or sell, it will show you here a little window, and it has a lot of information. I want to highlight today the info information. When you go and you see from where we are getting this information, this chart, it's from Bloomberg, for example, for gold. And it will tell you all the leverage, and it will tell you what is the minimum to trade, the margin required, the availability, the cutoff. When I talked about the overnight fees, you can see the cutoff at 2 a.m. Okay, you have a lot of things to know. What is the charge also for the overnight funding? Okay. So it's very important to navigate this part. There is also like insight where you can see more about what is happening for this for the gold on Plus 500 platform, what other people are doing. So majority now are buying. And when you want to trade, so let me have my sell limit, and I want to close at loss. So usually it's easy to place a trade. You can just go buy or sell. And it's just, you can hit sell. But I will not do it because I want to later explain. I will tell you why later. Okay. The other thing I want to highlight in the platform, it's like when you can find your open positions here. You can find your closed position here. And also there is one section I want to highlight later. I will come back to here later. Okay. I want to tell you, like, why do you think I didn't take that sell position or buy position? You know, the reason because I don't have a defined stop at the moment because the market has moved and I didn't analyze the market. So if you don't have a plan or you don't know what you are doing, I don't want you to anticipate, okay? And also I want to highlight this is a demo account. So I placed, for purpose, I did it today on demo account. So I want to raise a question, okay? Do you think there's a difference between demo and a real account? Because I want to tell you something important that in plus 500, the demo is exactly the same as the real account. You just switch from here. Switch to real. There is not like there is no additional demo account. You just switch from here. So they have exactly the same features, the same prices, the same everything. They are identical. So it's a good place to practice, okay, and to know the functions, how to place a trade for the first time, okay. But it will also raise a question of what is the difference. So I'll come back to my slide, and I want to ask you a question. Please type demo if you would start uh, like practicing on demo, or live if you jump directly into live account. There is no wrong answer. The reason I'm asking that because I want to say something very important. While we getting the answer, there is a truth about um, the demo account. As I told you, the spreads, the prices, the conditions are identical. But what changed is one thing only. It's your money. I have written so many articles in my teaching about psychology of trading. So once you have your money, okay, the practice is out. It's your own psychology now. So because we are doing only education, there is no personal recommendation. Please use demo to learn the platform first. And then when you decide to do live trading and it's your decision, do it and start small. And that also will lead me to the one sentence I most want to keep from tonight. So I want to read this with you, my own words, because I mean them, you know. More important than picking a broker is understanding the product you trade. Start small and learn and then grow. And I want to say it again in plain terms tonight. I present Plus 500 as a brand ambassador, and I believe in this platform. But there is no platform can protect you from losing. So losing and winning is not something the broker can do. It's your learning, your risk management, and how you decide you trade. So as I told you, start with the demo, and then if you decide to go live, start with the baby steps. And this will lead me to the next slide. I want to tell you like something happened, like from my own experience. There is a difference between traders who survive their first year and those who not actually, they will not survive, they will lose. And the one line that I cannot insist more is your risk management. So if you don't have a stop loss, okay, it will even if you have the best strategy, if you have a very good place to start, and you know all the ways of trading, if you don't have proper risk management, one day it will take all your wins. So I want to also talk more about the stop loss. Anyone, as I mentioned in the demo before, anyone can just press buy. I didn't press buy for purpose, because if you don't know where you want to stop exactly, okay, your trade will hit a place that maybe it will take more as what you could lose in a trade. So look at these numbers here. So if we have entry at 100, the stop loss is at 97. In later sessions, we will talk more about how to take stop losses in different instruments scientifically, like something I can use and I can be confident. Because many traders, they tell me, I don't want to lose stop loss because the market will come to my stop, close my trade, and then come back to the same direction. So to answer that question, yes, maybe you will not win every trade when you do stop loss, but it will guarantee that your account is protected. So if you decide on $3, yeah, thank you, Bibi. Bibi said that that's very fundamental advice. Yes, I want you to be, I have responsibility uh, to be honest and to give you exactly what I wanted to achieve in this session. I want you to, if you want to aspire to be professional traders, there is a path. And the path starts with risk management, not with strategy, not with a platform, not with broker. So the one rule is for beginners, risk only a small amount of your account on every trade. How big, how small, that is for session 2. I will have it in details for different instrument. But remember the ticket I didn't take, okay? I will now make it real. Okay, I will come back to the demo. So today, gold, is exhausted, but according to my analysis, and I will share with you later how you reach my analysis, I publish weekly articles on plus500.com. It's in the Learn section under if you go here, under Tools, Market News, Latest Analysis. So this is my article today about this week. So I talk about earnings, about the CPI, and the tensions on the current geopolitical situation. So I will not, it's one good habit to read every week what's going on in the market. So every week you have a good start to know what's important this week to follow. Okay. Apart from that, I do also daily market analysis for more than 12 instruments, including the gold. So how it will look like, I will show you. It's something like this. So it's a long report. For example, let's talk about gold. Today, my bias for the gold was to sell, and I had a strong bias. And I was confirming that you need to have 4-hour close before 4,046. So you can reach 4,015, and we have more room below 4,000 also. So if we go back to the trade, and this is the gold, it's exactly what happened. My report I published at 10 o'clock in the morning. I was predicting, okay, with some level of confidence, what's going on with the gold based on what's happening at the moment in the market. So this is how I will bring back the report. So always I have an alternative scenario. Sometimes the market will not go with my analysis. So you have an alternative scenario. You can follow when the first scenario is failing. So if I want to take a position now, I have to wait for another confirmation because I see that the gold can reach to 3,985, but 4,000 is a strong place. It will not break easily. So I will take now another sell position on a 5 minutes time frame, just for you showing you the stop loss. So this is what I'm talking about. It was a rebound and then it should, again, this is educational. This is demo. Please, if you want to trade your own risk. So let me sell. And I have like the stop loss. I will just put it right here. And I will sell. When I said about fixing your risk, how big and how small, this account is a demo of 10,000 dirhams. So on this stop loss, you can see here exactly, I don't know if you can see on the screen, under the stop loss, you will see exactly how much you would lose if this stop loss hitting. Now I'm losing 371 dirhams. So I can increase or decrease my position so I can have always fixed risk per trade, which I recommend to be not more than 1 or 2%. Later, when we have another session, okay, I will explain more. Today I have only 45 minutes and I have less than another 15 minutes to finish. So I will not take more. Since we are in the platform, I will just sell it now. And I will also highlight something else since we are here and something Plus 500 has and not many other brokers have. It's AI Bytes. When I like mentioned the information tab, okay, there is a place here you can analyze the market using AI. And AI is very like something new, but only high level companies, they leverage AI for their own customers. So here we have 3 levels: basic, experienced, and expanded and comprehensive. And what AI will do for you, it will give you an overview of what's going on, for example, gold at the moment, and what the news today expected. So like they're saying like the gold prices face downward pressure from hawkish Federal Reserve interest rate expectations. So it will tell you. And also if you want to have levels like support and resistance, it will tell you. So here we have support, 14 as I like, now we are at support. Okay, and the resistance was, and yeah, we can have 17 as resistance at the moment. And it will also tell you the platform, what is happening in the platform. Like for other Plus 500, they have more than 30 million active users. So this is a data. It's not something I can 100% rely on, but it's good orientation. It has an on tab. So majority are buying now because the sell maybe is over. They want to buy. I don't know. So that's all with the demo. I promise like in the next sessions, we will have more time in the demo. And that will bring us to something I want to say. Just a second. I want you to read this with me. We will not win every trade. And even the best professional traders, they will not. So to become professional is not about avoiding loss, but making this loss controlled and defined before you enter. You just saw it like how we define that I will lose only this money in my demo. Now I have a question I want to ask you. Fahad asked, do we have ticks chart? Yes, these charts are tick actually. This is a live feed. So yes, answering your question. So I have another question I want to answer. I want to ask you, this the number two today. Do you know how to size the position before you enter? And I don't want you to feel like you can answer anything honestly, because I'm not expecting anyone to give me something I want to hear. How scientifically to calculate a stop loss. There's nothing wrong. You can just answer me anything. Very good, very good. Because when we started, my majority they said they didn't trade for maybe first month or have not started. So there is no shame in any answer here. So this is what this session is for somebody who wants to start right. So this will lead me also to something I want to also highlight. Why plus 500? So we knew what we are trading, and we knew how to protect your capital using stop losses. There's a question, okay, how to choose a broker. And this is very important in trading. I will not ask you to believe me, okay? And I will give you the criteria to qualify a broker based on evidence, based not on advertising, of course. Even some, they are very good in advertising, but they have 6 points you need to verify yourself before you choose a broker. And this is why I choose plus 500. So the first one, okay, zero commission. So yes, your cost is only the spread. Very clear. And this is covered already in slide 13. Nothing hidden. The second one is regulated. As I mentioned also in the start, I am regulated as a financial influencer. I have registration number 9. Plus 500 also is regulated by the CMA, and they have the best uh, licensing in the UAE, the most secure for any investor or trader. And also, this company is publicly listed, and this is not something you see like normal in trading brokers. It's listed in the London stock exchange. You can verify all these details by yourself. And also, you see that we have a demo account. It's built in. You don't have to uh, open a demo account, which some brokers, they don't give you by default. And also, you have very good support. Plus 500, they have more than 15 licenses, and they serve 65 countries. They have more than 30 million active users. This is very big, so you can be sure that this company has uh, more reputation than any other broker that you can deal with. The size is very important in trading because you know that your trader will not do any funny business with you, and they care more about their reputation. And as you saw, like you can virtually trade any asset, more than 2,800 instruments, including something no other brokers they have, like options, CFD, and ETFs. So that maybe we'll discuss in more sessions. It's very simple platform, as you saw. And it's only CFD. I want to highlight again. You will not have investments or futures or any other instrument. It's a pure CFD. So, and also it's built by it's a fintech company. So as you see, the AI and all these revolutions, it's not something you will find in every trader. So I even know some of the engineers who participated in the coding the platform. I know them personally. So this is a very good company to be with. And with the I mentioned before, I use the time in the demo to explain, but it will give you more if you are already struggling in a technical analysis, news reading, just one click and you have all the information. And again, the AI will not tell you to buy or to sell. It will give you information that you can digest and you can interpret it on your own words and in your own circumstances, your own risk. But it will save the time of jumping between platforms and news sections. One place you can get everything you need and then take your decision. Also, in plus 500, because when you grow in the platform, plus 500 also grows with you. So when you start, you trade, the more you trade with plus 500, the more you grow and the more benefits you get. For example, you have like 3 tiers, and how you grow, it's you earn something called trader points. When you trade, you earn some trader points. They are not redeemable, but they will change your tier and will give you more benefits over time. So I will not talk too much about it. But one thing I want to talk about in this slide, I do something for elite and ambassador, which is the personal education sessions. So these kind of clients in plus 500, they can book me as in a coaching session and I can sit with them, discuss their history, their problems, and I can give them solutions. I can trade with them sometimes to see how they trade and give them direct coaching. And I want to say something also. For the next session, we will nominate randomly 3 participants in this seminar and webinar. I will give them personally education sessions. So please be there on the next session. You will be randomly picked 3 names, and I will personally coach them. Like I will give them the elite and ambassador experience so they can see how it is. I want to also to come back here. You know, I have been attending so many events with Plus 500. So they invite to performances, the Coca-Cola Arena. They have dedicated booth there. Kamal said okay, actually it's not up to me, but you are most welcome. It's randomly selected. It will be picked by Plus 500 team. So I attend with the ambassador and elite clients these sessions, these events. So we have a lot in Plus 500. It's very good to be in Plus 500. So there is a first deposit bonus. I will present briefly here. Okay. When you deposit, based on your deposit, there is a deposit bonus code. Okay. You will be eligible for this bonus after certain trading activities. Okay. You can use it, and after some time, you can withdraw it. I will share the QR code for this. And also, there is a resource page in your Zoom. You can click on these resources. There are places for the bonus, my social handles. You can follow me there for my analysis. So this will lead me to another question I want to ask so far, because most of you are demo account holders. And I want to start this poll. So this is the last one for today. And when honesty pay also. What holding you back from starting? It's completely anonymous. I will just know myself. And whatever the answer is, it will make me spend more time in the next slide answering these concerns. Okay. The room has spoken. Okay. Yeah, fear of loss. That's normal. It's the beginning of risk management. You have to be fear. Like you have the fear is very, very good for traders. That's good. So I want to talk about practically how where we stop. Like if I want to answer the question, I will start with the step number 4. If you fear, okay, just start small. Start with demo. And don't forget about the deposit bonus. And to have a plus 500 account, it's very easy. You can log into the platform or the application using UAE Pass, email, Google account, Facebook, Apple. After that, you have to verify. In UAE, you have to have an Emirates ID and a proof of address. If you are struggling at any point, there is a link in the resource page about our onboarding team. Also, you get an email after the session with their direct WhatsApp contact. Please use them. They are 24 hours available. They are dedicated for UAE team and they are available to you. They are available till 9 in the evening. So they can answer late, no problem. Once you verify your account and it's done electronically, you don't have to do anything physically. Okay. You have to add your payment method to verify. Credit cards, debit card payments, and Apple Pay, Google Pay, they are happening instantly, mostly. Bank transfers, they take more time. Don't forget to put the bonus code while you're doing the credit card, debit card, Apple Pay, and Google Pay. The bank transfer may take longer, and you can claim the bonus after you deposit. So I have done, this is what I have planned for today. Now I will give you the stage. Okay, I will answer. This floor is now is yours. Please, I will type your questions at the moment. And while you're watching, use your phones to scan this QR code or use the resources in the uh, uh, resources tab. My daily market analysis is very useful and also it's validated on every day. I tell you every day how I did yesterday. Okay, I will show you part of it. So if you go to the last page, these are 12 instruments. Here I tell you what happened yesterday. So how many times I won, how many times I lost, based on my analysis. So it's very transparent, very like, it's also educational, no financial advice. It's up to you how to use it. I will answer now questions. When is the next session? That's a very good question. It's on 27th. It's the next slide. If I didn't answer, you will get the answer. Kamal said, please give us opportunity to attend. Yes. I am an elite member, so recommend my name. Oh, yes, of course. If you are elite, you don't need to do anything. Approach your relationship manager, account manager. Tell them I want personal education session with Mohammed. That's it. Why the gap between the sell and buy is very big with some products? Okay. Most of these feeds or charts, they come from provider, which the actual liquidity is created. So plus 500 or any broker will always put a margin on that raw spread and will charge it. So during the news or when there is a big volatility in the market, the spread will be widened. This is why sometimes it's not advisable to trade during news or maybe to wait or to mind your the spreads. Another question. Yes, they have tick charts also. Live account is better, but only if you know. Okay. I want to thank everyone today. The session is amazing. I hope I was not boring you. Okay. And that's my time. Okay. And that will, before we close, okay, session 2 will be building about your trading system to have success. It will be on 27th of July. So I give you a reason. I will also pick 3 attendees to train myself. That's my time. And thank you very much for today. How many bits charging as a spread? Each instrument has different charge on the information it will tell you. And I will keep my trade open for next session. I will tell you what happened about it. I will mark it so we can talk about it. That was my time. Thank you very much for attending. I will see you next session. Thank you.